Hey, good afternoon, folks. Long time no see. What do I got? I got lots of stuff in my pockets. Today, we have, boom, Altoids Survival Tin. This is for a contest, actually, over on Dutch Blackfeather's channel. He's doing a giveaway on his channel. You can find him on Instagram or YouTube. It's Dutch Blackfeather. We all call him Dutch. And the challenge is build a survival tin, and I don't know the best one, the most creative one, the most whatever one. I don't know how it all works exactly, but you have a chance to win one of his haversacks. And the haversacks are cool. They're good size. They're like blaze orange, so that might not tickle everyone's fancy, but the blaze orange is growing on me. I'm also a first responder, so having the sorry, there's all kinds of traffic driving by. I'm in the woods, but I'm still near the road. But anyways, so yeah, the blaze orange, to me, this is a good bag to have like in your car as an emergency bag, or for camping. You know, keep an emergency kit with it, and make sure everyone knows that's the emergency kit. It's probably going to be the only blaze orange bag that you have. So see, all kinds of traffic. That's why I can't I hate filming down there. Look at this. You'd think I live on an interstate highway with all the traffic we get here. I gotta move. So anyways, enough about that. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this old boy. Okay, now this thing's really packed with all kinds of goodies. So I was going to use a Ranger band to keep it closed, but honestly, one Ranger band just wasn't going to do it. Make these out of an inner tube. They're good for sticking things together. In a pinch, you could use this as fire starter, but it's good for holding stuff together. You know, they're elastic bands. They're made out of, you know, a bicycle inner tube, so they're handy. So we got that. Now I tried to make this to be something you could use in the woods, and something that you could maybe use, you know, in any kind of a survival situation. So you have the tin. The tin itself, you could, I mean, it's made out of metal. You could, I don't know, cook something small in it maybe, but you could, I mean, ideally what I use this for is, you can use it to make char cloth. So it's easier to start a fire, start your next fire, basically. So what do we got? We have cordage. This is like, well, it's fishing line, but it's like 80-pound test. You could use it for fishing, but I mean, I think, God, there's like 200 feet of cordage right here. Don't have enough cordage? We've got Grim Survival, their little tiny cordage maker. You can make cordage out of plastic bottles with it. You start it, and then you run it through here. It goes through, and out comes cordage not much thicker than that. You can make, it's a cool way to use plastic bottles, and no matter where you go, I don't care how far in the woods I've gone, how far back in the woods I've gone, or whether you're walking a city street or a county highway, it doesn't really matter. You're gonna find garbage like plastic bottles. This thing is great to have with you. Practice using it and set it up before you put it in your kit, because setting this up out in the field, there's all kinds of little parts, all these little nuts and bolts, and these bushings. Like, you're gonna lose stuff. So make sure you set this up beforehand and practice using it. Maybe I'll do a video. I got both of these. I got the bigger one, and then I got this one here too. So this one fits nice in here. All right, we've got ibuprofen. If you get hurt, it's nice to have ibuprofen. I'm not sure how legal it is to keep pills in a baggie. It's probably not legal, so do that at your own risk. I mean, they're clearly stamped as ibuprofen, so I don't think I'll get in too much trouble. Let's see, stormproof matches. I mean, ferro rods and lighters are great. These here are pretty darn awesome. They're waterproof. I think they're better than a lighter, and easier to use than a ferro rod, especially if you don't know how to use a ferro rod very well. But then we got some lead weights. Well, they're not even lead. They're just, you know, sinkers. They used to be made out of lead back in the day when I was a kid, and now they're basically just made out of steel or tin or whatever, I don't know. But sinkers for your fishing kit, because you can make a hobo reel. I love fishing with a hobo reel. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I actually make hobo reels, and they're a lot of fun. Me and the kids use them. Fire starter. This is just cotton balls and Vaseline. This here will definitely aid in getting a fire started. And all this stuff, like these baggies, like, dude, this stuff here, you could, in a pinch, all this plastic waste and rubber is all fire starter at the end of the day. You know, if worst case scenario, I mean, survival. If you're down to where you're surviving on one of these, man, nothing is not fair game. Everything is fair game. So naturally, everyone knows me. I'm a big, you know, I'm big into Swiss Army knives. This one here, this is actually a retired Adirondack model. This is actually, it's called their Adirondack model. It's handy. I think it's super important that you have a dedicated knife. This here's fairly sharp. I probably should touch it up, but, and it's nice. It's got a locking blade. This little locking mechanism right here. Not bad. But oh yeah, it comes with, you know, it comes with the small blade. Comes with screwdriver, can opener. Actually, that's not even a can opener. Can opener's over here. Right there. There's your can opener. And these are awesome can openers. I mean, urban survival. If you have to raid something, you know, to get something to eat, whatever. Corkscrew. I forgot. I do have the fire Tinder Kit that you put in here. I keep it in. Hold on. Let me dig it out quick. I always keep that in. And this is the one that I carry every day. This is my everyday carry. This is a Forester, but it comes, I have the Tinder in here. And then I think it's called the Firefly. So, but I could always do that with this. Well, actually this doesn't have a spot for the tweezers. So, but I could definitely put the, I forget what it's called, but the fire starter that goes in here. And actually make a small ferro rod that goes in here too. So, super important. Carry a dedicated knife, you know, an actual real blade that's sharp. And the lanyard, I mean, in a pinch, this could be used for other stuff than just sitting on the knife. And Grim Survival. I gotta love these guys when it comes to survival business. You know, I got, okay, I just have one in here. But yeah, ferro rod. This comes out, and that's also a striker. So, Grim Survival for the win on that. And you just stick it back together. Easy peasy, kinda. Hold on. Hippie. Alright, well. Yeah, not too hard. Anyways, here's some actual fishing line that's actually, you know, useful for fishing. There's probably, I think I put like 50 or 60 feet. And it's just on a big tongue depressor, basically. But, and this is 10-pound test. It's good for fishing creeks, lakes, streams, even in an urban setting. Dude, cities are most likely going to be near some kind of a river or creek or water source. There's fish in there, there's crayfish in there. Under normal circumstances, you may not want to eat those. But if you're surviving off one of these, circumstances are no longer normal. So, boom, right there. Gotta love it. What else do we got? Oh yeah, little band-aids. These are actually these are butterfly sutures or whatever. You know, you can see them. Hold on. Yeah, this is my daily life. That's why I gotta move. We've been living here for 10 years, and the traffic's only gotten worse. I can't deal with society. But we'll save that topic for another video. Anyways, yeah, you got these. And what else do we got? Speaking of the hobo hand reel. All right, Grim Survival. I mean, you could make a survival tin out of just Grim Survival stuff if you had enough of their stuff. But it comes with fishing lures, and you can use this, I guess, to use this to, you know, I don't know, I'm not sure how you use it. Honestly, I would just use it for the fishing lures. They're handy. How do you hold this? Like that? There's no comfortable way to hold this. But anyways, it's got fishing lures on it. Fish, they bite on things that are shiny, and they're not very smart when it comes to that. They'll bite on these. But you're like, oh damn, no, there's no hooks. Well, hold up, we have more. We have hooks. Boom. Hooks, frog gigs, another blade, and this is the Bushcraft Kelso Grim Survival. And it comes with an awl. It comes with spear points, frog gig, or fish. Well, they got it marked as a fishing spear, but you know, good luck with that. I would use that for frogs. And then, yeah, some fishing hooks. Can't go wrong there. And let's just empty it all out here. All right, you've got a piece of sandpaper. Actually, it's like an emery cloth, you know. This stuff here, use it to sharpen, keep your blades sharp, you know. You got to be able to maintain them. If you have a river rock or something like that, you can do a pretty good job of keeping your blades sharp by having some really fine sandpaper. Will get them that much sharper. Let's see, what do we got? Another frog spear, small blade. Another sewing needle, awl, and this. I got it marked as a scoop. I don't know. I haven't used this card, but you got a drill right there. That's kind of handy. I mean, you could survive out of this tin. Like, you could build a shelter. I mean, we have some cordage to start with, but I mean, you can make cordage, you can make fire with a knife, a drill, and a scoop. You could actually make a bowl and cups and all that stuff, and stuff to boil water out of at that point. I mean, you could use was it Les Stroud, I think, on one of his episodes. He did the he boiled water he tried boiling water in a plastic bag, which is pretty darn impossible, but he got pretty close to doing it. It did. I don't think it boiled. I forget what episode it was. He was in the Rockies, and you can boil water in a plastic container. You can get it hot enough to boil, and the plastic won't melt because the water's on the inside, keeping it from overheating. But anyways, that's a whole nother deal too. But anyways, like, dude, you could survive. And then let's say it's an urban environment, or even you're out here in the sticks. Obviously, I'm out here in the sticks, and there's a lot of people even out here. I mean, unless you were in some desolate, remote area lost in the woods, you're going to come across a cabin, a house, or something, someplace. And I tell you what, learn how to use some lockpicks. These are from Grim Survival. There's way better out there. Shout out to Sparrow Bushcraft. He's the one who, when I seen him doing the lockpick things, I think he started out with one of these from Grim Survival. I don't know if it was one of these from Grim or one of their competitors, or a knockoff or something. But he started off with one of these, and dude, they work. Is there a lot better out there? Oh yeah, hell yeah, there's way better out there. But if you need to pick a lock, you know, I've picked a couple of locks with this. You can see I got the wave rake, or the rake and the wave rake pulled out on this, and the tensioner. All right, so that's it for the Altoids Survival tin. If you have the time, make one. If you want to be part of the challenge and part of the contest, get over to Dutch Blackfeather's channel. Check him out on Instagram. Throw him a follow. Subscribe to him on YouTube, and get into it. I haven't made one of these in forever, so this was kind of fun and kind of nostalgic. I haven't made one of these, I bet you, in like 10 years. So it was fun, and it's amazing, actually, how different what I put in now is from what I put in, say, 10 years ago. Like the Grim Survival stuff, you know, that didn't even really exist back then. So it's cool to see how the community's changed, you know, just in 10 years. You know, it's totally cool. So get yourself one. Hopefully you never have to use it, but it's always cool to have. And guess what? Boom, fits right in your pocket. It fit in any pocket. So always, thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys and your time. And catch me on the next one. My next video is going to be a knife review. I picked up a Castrum number 10 with the birch burl, fire steel, and all that. I've been carrying the knife now for a month and a half, and it's not a bad knife. So be looking for that video. Be dropping soon, because I'm actually going to shoot that video right now when I'm done with this. So, all right. And I guess we'll sign out. See you guys all next time. Bye.